Okay, the immune system, if it's working fine, you will have no problem with this comedy virus. That's proven by the statistics. What we say, it's 97%, and most people don't even get symptoms. If your immune system's messed up, then stay in your house. If you're old and broken or ill or overweight or got high blood pressure, whatever, get yourself fixed. If you stay in isolation, sanitized, your immune system's going to suffer. Everything needs to be exercised. Use it or lose it. If you're in some kind of bubble and your immune system isn't being subjected and isn't being having to fight viruses and bacteria and all the rest of the stuff, it's gonna weaken. That's why they say all the kids that played in the fields and ate mud and got dirt everywhere have got strong immune systems, because it's being used all the time. It's evolving. Whereas if you're in a sterile environment, it's not. Okay, a couple of things that aren't mainstream. Stress reactions, that's pretty mainstream. Fight or flight will suppress your immune system, digestive system, and lots of other things, because your body thinks it's fighting for its life. So it's either going to fight, or it's going to flight and run, or freeze. We were talking about that earlier. It's sometimes a good thing to freeze. And a scenario would be a snake. So if you freeze, snake can't see you, can't sense you. If you move, it's on you. So these are survival mechanisms. But they're not always for the environment we're in today. Because your computer can mess you up and you go into fight or flight, which don't do you any good. Other people on the road when you're driving can do the same thing. You don't need that when you're driving. But afterwards, after you've had this fight or flight reaction, you get pinched. When you've got the reaction, you get pinched nerves in the back. You get T4, L4 area, boof. And I've seen it thousands of times. I can induce it in somebody if I want to do it, give them a fright, put them in that mode. But when you come out of it, sometimes the pinched nerves do not get freed. And I've seen this countless times with people that come to me for healing. People for a decade, there's one young lady the other day, she was numb, her back was numb from an epidural, childbirth. This years and years and years ago, clicked her back, got the feeling back. Another lady had a bad hip for 8 years. Click, pain's gone. Seen it time and time and time again. So, you might have some kind of stress, some kind of infection, blah 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 blah. Your back gets all tight, you pinch some nerves, and they stay pinched. You might not notice it, but if you've got a nerve that's got pressure on it associated with the heart for years, it could mess up your heart. If you've got T2, that's for the heart. T3, thoracic vertebrae 3, that's the lungs. And I find people with asthma will suffer with T3. If you've got a chest infection, I guarantee T3 is being pinched. And what happens is, the infection, the virus, the bacteria, induces a fight-flight reaction in the body. So your body thinks it's fighting a saber-toothed tiger and suppresses all the things it doesn't need to survive the fight. Immune system, digestive system, all kinds of stuff. So the bug actually induces something that it needs, a suppressed immune system. So whether it knows that or it just happens, there's another kettle of fish. So you need to stretch the back. And there's a video, I'll put a link up, for all the back stretching techniques. So that can switch off a stress reaction straight away. And it guarantees you then that the nerves are free if you do it right. Doesn't mean they're going to stay free. So you should stretch the back all the time. It's a daily thing. And this is all I do this, I just push this up here and then I go click, click, and that does the centre. And then I'll do the yoga twist on the floor for the lower. And then if I'm really stuck, I'll get somebody to lift me up and maybe get me up a bit. Or if I'm really messed up, I'll go see a chiropractor. But I've got a way where I can detect a trapped nerve, so I can go straight to it, fix it. Chiropractors generally, some of them, depending what system you go to, will do the whole body. And I've worked with chiropractors for years, and I can guarantee you they don't always get it right. I'll tell them you miss one, and they go, "Oh, how do you know that? Check it." I'm always, yeah, it's right. So you need to stretch your back. You need to do breathing exercises. You need to take supplements, and the main ones: zinc, vitamin D3, vitamin C. Google and get the others, but they're the main three I would suggest that you should take every day. All you need to do with the vitamin D3 is check that you're not taking too much. You don't want to overdose on that. So just have a look, just Google it, look at a few, and check. But there is a kinesiology technique to test for that I can do with you after this comedy lockdown's finished, so we know exactly what we're doing. The test for vitamin C overdose is your bowel tolerance. And I'm sure you now understand exactly what I mean, because you're going to have diarrhea if you take too much vitamin C. So it is recommended by some top doctors that you take as much vitamin C as you can and maintain your bowel tolerance. So if you're feeling ill, have it on tap. Have plenty in the drawer so you can take it when you need it. But take some every day. There's many other things you can look at. There's colloidal silver. There's hydrogen peroxide, nebulators, vaporizers. There's electronic devices you can put on to purify the blood. There are magnetic pulses for the lymphatic system. There are normal magnets. There's Qigong that we do in class. There are forms that we do that do the energy in class. There are rooting techniques, and I've mentioned the breathing techniques. There's tons and tons of stuff you can do to boost your immune system. You can do techniques to energize the thymus, to stimulate the thymus. There's tons of stuff you can do that isn't mainstream, but it works like that. So if it works with cold, if it works with flu, I'm pretty sure it works with this other stuff. It works with chest infections, it works with all the common viruses. Oh, I'm feeling bad, right, what do I do? Listen to this video and you'll know what to do. Okay, that covers pretty much a lot of stuff. But just Google it. And then you might go off at a tangent and start looking at different areas. There's meridians, chakras, there's all kinds of things. Anyway, keep yourself safe, keep your immune system strong, and then the immune system, a healthy immune system, isn't like these comedy vaccines 90%, it's 100%. Guaranteed, if you've got a good immune system, 100%. Thank you very much.